Hey ladies, happy Tuesday. So I wanted to hop on here today, and I've been talking a lot, especially if you're in the Christian Women Becoming Bombshells group, about navigating a life transition or creating a life transition. And one thing I often find, whether it's in that area or in any area, is that women particularly will feel out of control of their own life, of their own future, of their own reality. Kind of like, this is just how it is. This is what it is. This is what I bought into. This is what I married into. This is kind of what I signed up for. And so there it ends. And now I just live that out. And if you're sensing that tension between what you feel called to do, what you believe you're here to do, what you deeply desire and want, and what seems that it just is, then in my opinion, the most powerful way to begin to actually create something different is to build a business, to start your own business. And I want to give you a couple quick reasons why I think that's so. One, when you build your own business, you build your own income. And most of the women I speak with do not have their own income. They are living off of their husband, they're living off of their parents, they're living off of credit cards, they're living off of grants, whatever it may be, but there's someone else who holds the purse strings. And whenever someone else holds the purse strings, they essentially hold the keys to your destiny. They hold the yes or no card. They hold the trump card, whether or not you will get to do what you want and if you will get to do it your way. And we're going to talk a lot more about that next week because I have so much to say about what happens when women don't have money. But that's just the first reason, okay, is that when you build your own business, you suddenly have financial control, and financial control gives you an enormous amount of power in your life. Number two is that along with that, you get to write a lot of stuff off. Things that you think, are just expenses as far as life expenses, they go on the credit card, but then they can become business expenses and they become tax write-offs and they become things that you see as investments rather than liabilities. So it gives you an incredible amount of power to kind of be able to take more risks because you see them not only in a different light, but you can actually have them handled financially in a different way, okay? And then third, it opens up an entire world of personal development that you probably don't even know exists. So whether you're in a network marketing company and they're talking about do your personal development, or you've just started poking around the online coaching space and you're recognizing that there are so many communities and teachers and trainers who are out there trying to help women build the self-worth and the value and the confidence and the kind of internal knowledge that it takes to put themselves out there in the world. The simple act of building a business will build you as a person because you will encounter all of your inner demons, all of your flaws, all of your fears, and in having to deal with and conquer those and deciding whether or not they're going to take you down and out or you're going to beat them, you'll become an incredibly stronger version of yourself who's more able to take the reins and create a beautiful future that you want. And then finally, it gives you a community of women who are on the same path and not just are going to be able to share tips and knowledge, but are going to be able to just speak the same language and encourage you. I know from talking to many of you that you're in communities, you're in friend groups, you're in girlfriend cliques, whatever it may be, where the bonding happens over complaining, right? The bonding happens over survival. The bonding happens over opining what is and how it is rather than talking about discussing, creating how it could be instead. And when you get into an entrepreneurial community, again, whether that's through network marketing or your own coaching business, although I will tell you shortly which I prefer, and it's actually neither one, okay? You start to develop a network of friends, even if they're virtual friends, who hold a space for you to create a version of yourself and a future for yourself that probably the people who are currently in your world and network don't really believe in, don't really even know is possible, certainly aren't going to encourage you to continue to pursue, especially not if it gets in the way of what they have as their priorities. So, real quick sum up, and I'm going to give you guys a beautiful quick tour of where I'm at for a business conference, personal development conference right now. But your summary is by starting your own business, it allows you to create your own future because it gives you your own income. And therefore you have an extraordinary amount of control over your life because you have financial control in your life. It gives you the ability to write things off and see those financial decisions and investments in a different light and have them treated in a different way, right? It gives you the personal development support and structure that honestly is either very expensive, non-existent, just not available elsewhere. And fourth, finally, it gives you the community that's with you on that personal development and business journey that holds a space, holds that vision for you that you're even possibly still just trying to believe is possible for you while you grow into that. And from that new place, you'll be able to see and create a future for yourself that you currently can't even imagine. Okay? Now, speaking of, I want to show you real quickly where I am. I'm in a little lace jumper here in my boss lady shoes, if you will. And this is the Fairmont, Washington, D.C. Let me give you a quick glimpse. There's a gorgeous courtyard here. I was here a couple years ago with the kids for a Christmas party. And so to be back for a business event is so fun. But there is a magnificent lobby, chicness everywhere. Just love this space. And one of the things I love about it is because to me it's such a metaphor for putting yourself in a space where you can see your future and see yourself differently, whether it's just a beautiful hotel or whether it's a community of people who, again, hold that space for you, create that space for you, allow you to even believe such a space exists. So I know many of you are feeling the tension of wanting your reality to be different than it currently is. And I honor whatever your soul is calling you to, whatever you feel God is leading you to. But for so many women, they're feeling a pull, a tug to more power and freedom and independence. And I can't think of a better way to create that than starting your own business. And right now in this era, there's more support, more normalization around women beginning their businesses. In fact, in entrepreneurship, the biggest growing sector is female-owned businesses. So I can't think of a better time, ladies, and I have so much more to share with you about it, but I want you to first just start recognizing that if you're longing to create more power, control, permission, and experience in your life, it's your time to build a business, okay? I have so much more to tell you, but just let that sink in. This may be your next step.